It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more likely is going to come away with the win.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off from US Bank Stadium. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Oh, those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Smith setting the throw. Pass complete to Walker. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, to stop it.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's Darnold. Able to find Jones. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on fourth. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Smith. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
It's a dime look by the Vikings. 3rd down coming. From the gun, Smith. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. Brandon Powell on the return for the Vikings. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Vikings football. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing here, Darnold. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
From the 46. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing off the play fake here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They're now set for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Walker hauls it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throwing is Smith. Into the hands of Walker. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Play action on 1st down. Throw left side, brought in by Hawkinson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And they're going to bring him down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He keeps it and takes off. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Third down, here's Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Here's Jones. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
They go play action on first. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Reichard there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Dump off caught by his back. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Walker now from the gun. finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Smith on first down. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's Smith. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. Smith to the air now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on fourth down. That's the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They only need 1 yard. Let's see if they choose to go for it on fourth. And again, it's Smith. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Second down carry for Jones. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They'll run the draw with Jones. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, you get that ball in your belly, baby. You got almost no time to process what the line's going to do. You better make your decision and hit it downhill. Excellent vision to find the opening and get things started well here on first down.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Running right, this is Jones. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Jones once more. And he's short of first after a mild gain. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Toward the sideline and caught by Addison. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. It's Jones on the toss. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Smith. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the 1st down marker.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On third down, Walker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 3 on that gain. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I'll be honest with you. Seeing that in real time, I didn't know if they got enough. But credit that first to a tremendous effort, and secondly, to know exactly what he needed to go get that extra yard.
Going to the ground again on first. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running with Walker again. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Smith on 3rd and short. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Seahawks will have a first down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Took off with it again. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now, off play action. Vacates quickly left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, it's a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Smith. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give left side to Jones. And working a couple of yards past the line. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Man in motion, out of the slot. Staying on the ground with Jones. Through the 2nd level at the 40. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Darnold. Hutchinson reels it in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 3 now. From the 48. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To throw, here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. And this one doesn't go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Darnold. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's gonna run for it! And they take him down right along the 30. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. Backed up this far and with such little time left, Brock, you gotta imagine they're just gonna kneel this out. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. First down, Smith to throw. Into the hands of Walker. And he's going to step out with no gain.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. So we've reached halftime in Minneapolis with the Vikings out in front at the break. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Reports with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. The Vikings got a solid first-half outing by their veteran quarterback, Sam Darnold. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Ty Chandler to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Vikings returning their offense and this running back to the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got him. That's Addison. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 27. He rolls to his right. He's running with it. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
3rd down, here's Jones. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
1st down, ball at the 36. Darnold looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. A 5-yard gain helps, but they need a dozen now here on 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Stiff arm success. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd and 3 now. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. Staying with Walker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I think some of us watching that in real time might not have been sure. He sure was. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st, and he popped right away, signaling that he had it.
1st down, ball at the 36. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. To the ground with Walker. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Walker now from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. Completed to Lockett. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. Now Walker, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. The give now to Walker. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. From the gun, Smith. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll get him back to 11.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with the high percentage make.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. It's Brandon Powell with the return. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Vikings back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They go play action on 1st. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Straight ahead they go with Jones. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Now Darnold. Able to find Jones. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 from the 41. Running right, this is Jones. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
From the 32. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jones once more. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Only a yard on the play, and that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Jones trying the left side. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Not trying to do too much there. Short yardage situation. Just make sure you get to the marker and reset those chains.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now a give to Jones. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Here's Darnold to throw. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
A 1st and goal pass, yeah, it can be an active surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make 2nd and goal much, much more difficult.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Escapes out to the left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings push their lead to 18. Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. Second and 3 now. From the 34. Finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Taken in by Noah Fant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Toss play, this is Walker. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Second and 8. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Smith. Connects with Fant. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Throwing is Smith. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And that was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. motioning him from the slot right. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corralling behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Will give up the gut to Walker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it, I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time they really need to pick up a few yards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Smith. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They put a receiver in motion right. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Can't manage even a yard on 2nd and goal, and they'll have 3rd and goal from the 5.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away, that is a gold star effort by the defense.
The Vikings offense back to the field now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Addison going to motion over left. 2nd down carry for Jones. And he's going to be brought down after a small gain to the 18. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Darnold looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Seahawks football. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds Bobo. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Hits him on the out route. It's a race down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks make it an 11-point ball game.
Seahawks 10.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Jones. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. This is Jones on the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Throwing here, Darnold. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied, knocked away, incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left with 4th down here.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Smith able to put it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roller some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense getting set to go. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Finds the in route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. Need this to force overtime. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. The crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.